Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Star Review with Kiekie. Now this episode is very special because I already told you 2020 is going to be very, very different. However, on this episode we're talking about the great looks we had at the just concluded 2020 Grammy Awards. Now you see, like I told you before, I want to emphasize it. This year is going to be different on Kiekie TV. We're going to go on a break, and by the time that we don't come back from this break, you're going to know where Shaki is different from Pomo. Welcome on the show. With so much joy in my heart, right now I'm trying to be calm, I'm trying to be cool, but then we are having the wizard of style. You know, when they do say that a person is a wizard, I mean a timber of caliber of wizard. On the set today, ladies and gentlemen, in case you are sitting down, you can stand up. In case your hands are not too busy, you can jam them together. In case you are not certain about the break of your hand, ladies and gentlemen, welcome the very first guest ever on Star Review with Kiekie. We have Style Infidel himself.
Thank you so
My
much.
baby, sorry, we are not mates. Oh my God. First, I'm super excited to be discussing style with you.
I'm super excited too.
This is one man that I respect his game for style and the way you do it these days. You need to calm down, please. Help us. So today we'll be talking about the great looks we had at the just concluded 2020 Grammys, and we shall be starting with Billie Eilish. Now this look, I said a few things about it, but then Tosi felt different. So you first.
Okay, so for starters, I absolutely loved that look.
Great.
I love the fact that, yeah, Logomania is really, really in. But, I mean, choice of color was great.
In season.
And yes, and then the way she kind of like infused it with her hair and the whole, and she's vegan as well. I think she's vegan.
Yeah, she is.
Vegan.
Yes, she is.
And my only concern was it wasn't so Grammy worthy. I mean, if I saw that at Fashion Week, I would have been blown away.
Right.
Like completely blown away. I didn't think it was Grammy worthy. But at the same time too, she wouldn't pass her, you won't look at her.
Well, true. I mean,
looks great,
for one reason or the other, you will look at her.
I
mean, for me, I would say that this look is definitely something you want to, do. It's entirely doable. This is a look that has everything fashion, it has everything trend, and of course a very intense level of style. Because if you are not having a level of understanding in fashion, if it's like you are not knowing how to drive, then you approach a roundabout. You didn't know where you're supposed to wait for the traffic inside of the ring. Last day. So I think it's a great look, like you said, for the red carpet, but for the Grammys, no. For Fashion Week, great. I love the nails. I love the the details on the innerwear.
She literally thought about it.
No, it was a well thought of look.
They basically brought in a lot of elements. There was athleisure. There was grunge. There was grunge. There was punk.
Yeah.
There was just a whole lot of elements.
Yeah.
In it, and like our conversation before we started recording on how your feelings, you actually project your feelings with the clothes you wear.
Yeah,
and you can actually see that on her. Was it well executed? Genius.
Amazingly executed.
But at the wrong place.
Yeah. That's what they say about, being at the wrong place at the right time. You are at the party, but there's no jollof again. And you bought actually a beat, the arrangement, you walk. Now, speaking of things, so a little bit war, it's going to be with Ariana. Now, this ball dress in silver or maybe gray, because sometimes pictures can be funny. I would say this is so 2008. I mean, it's 2020. I wanted to see more. I wanted to see something exciting. Even if you're still doing tulle, I've come to learn that tulle, mesh, organza, these guys will be around forever.
Forever.
Yeah, but however, I would have expected that she had done something more fashion forward, something more 2020, something that I can relate with. That looks like something I'll probably wear when I clock 30 and I want to do a photo shoot. I mean, this is something that, and then the like the hair, like wow, the eye ponytail with that dress. Cinderella, they've read Disney, they've done it. So I know what Cinderella looks like. So you
would easily know that Ariana is like a Disney girl. She loves Disney a lot.
Obviously.
And what I found really tiring about the look is we've seen her in that silhouette a million and one
like
times.
too many
the high
times.
ponytail. Even when she shot Beauty and the Beast, the music video with John Legend, it was still the same whole bow dress and all of that. I would really love to see her try other silhouettes and at least give us more contemporary. We get the fact that yes, you're a fairy tale Disney girl, and you love all of those elements. Even the dressing, I'm so sorry, I'm a huge fan of Jean-Baptiste Valli.
Yeah, sorry.
But I wasn't particularly...
I'll extend the apologies.
I wasn't particularly thrilled. If it was, because I know she changed twice.
Yeah.
She had a Schiaparelli and then Jean-Baptiste. If it was the Schiaparelli, that was amazing, because it was a cut, it had her midriff was showing, there was nothing princessy about it. But it had arts in it.
That's not really her, so she had to do her at the first take. However, I mean, totally, you do speak a lot of English. No, I want you to do a new silhouette, Eliu Joe. If you don't understand, send him DM. I'm not here to be explaining things. Do a new silhouette, you know, the Gabna story. Let's see have Gab style.
No, we're just saying, Ariana, I love you. I love you. I mean, I love
what I'm trying to say is that if you're not understanding anything that I do say,
what's it go?
Send him DM. Now, let's talk about LILNAS. No cap.
My favorite for the night, and I'll tell you why it was my favorite for the night. I like it when you hit the red carpet and without even saying so much, we can tell where your headspace is. We can tell where you drew your inspiration from. Now let me break down this look. You said last year that neon was going to be in this year, and neon is not going anywhere. No way. From Men's Wear Week to Haute Couture Week in Paris, we saw neon taking the lead. Now he brought in neon, now takes references from Versace, spring, I think it was spring 91, and from his Bondage collection in fall 92. He mixed those elements together and then served it in neon. How delicious can it get?
Now, what Tosin is trying to explain is that what LILNAS did is that he actually went back all the way to when Versace made a major noise on the fashion scene, literally brought all those elements together and boom. And then of course with that signature scarf, you can't miss it for anything. Now, there's no way you truly understand this look without seeing the video. Like the video literally gives you every single detail. And
all the like the pins on the hat.
Yeah, like the pins on the hat, on the jacket, should we call it? But then, you know, the thing is, like I said before, I would have preferred if you had gone for a different, you know, shade of the scarf. The scarf is necessary on the sleeves, but maybe because I felt like the gold and the black was not, it was kind of pulling attention off away from the neon.
Okay, so you know, like what we said was they referencing Versace. I mean, you see the Baroque prints, you instantly, even if it's a fake Versace, the first thing that comes to mind is this is Versace. And you now take that bondage element with the harness, which is like signature Versace.
Cap. Like that's the kind of look that you cannot forget.
And then he now pushed it for. I mean, you could easily cropped.
And it was.
This is sick.
Now the way we does this, no, relax.
Relax.
Because man, next thing now, because I mean, you'll be so upset this year. The next thing I'm gonna see is that I'll now see you now. And the next thing now, you know, because at the end of the day, I always say this about style. People feel that, you know, when something is in trend or is nice and they can try it. If you wear it, I'll put it on show. Okay. now that we are both on the same page, then let's move on to Cardi B. Now, Cardi B's second look, her first look I think was great, but the second look kind of felt like she remembered on her way to the venue that she was going to have a second and she just put something off the rack. I felt like that wasn't Cardi B, that wasn't Grammy worthy. That looks like something that could have gone to maybe the Amy's or something that would have gone to something that would have gone to a wedding. That looks like a wedding outfit.
I mean, for someone that scores amazing notes in fashion. And then you hit my snooze button with that dress. And I'm like, this isn't even Cardi. As in, it doesn't look Cardi.
No.
I was shocked.
That was looking like
it looked like what you went to someone's 40th birthday. Maybe the celebrant's 40th birthday.
Like a ball, like an evening ball, like you know, like
that look was an afterthought.
It was obvious.
An afterthought.
It was obvious. And another look that would also fall in the category of afterthought for me is going to be
Lana Del Rey.
Yeah, Lana. Yeah.
Oh God, Lana. Lana is a stunning beauty. I remember there was this GQ cover she did.
Right.
In fact, it was since I'm not a huge fan of her music and all of that. But when I saw that GQ cover, like I had no other choice. The styling was on check. You look, she's a stunner. And she
has the body for it.
And then you come to the Grammys.
And then like her hair gave me this vibe where you have already left the house and then it's gonna rain and then you wear shower cap. You're not noticing that shower cap's already off. And then along the line you're not discovering that shower cap you might be young. I think again now. Like I'm not even kidding. That looks like something that some person would wear for maybe their reception outfits or bridesmaid.
It didn't work. And from what I read, she just bought it in the mall and then she thought, oh, Grammys, let me just wear. I get there's some people who don't really care.
Now let me say something about people that do not really care. I always say something. See, the red carpet in fashion is an altar.
Yep.
The altar has its theme. The altar has its expectations. It has rules and regulations guiding it.
That's deep.
It's not by force. If you know that you are, yes, and even if you're not sitting at home, when you don't go enter the place, you enter the venue. You don't enter the red, because the moment you're on the red carpet, you're already putting yourself in our faces. And if you didn't have like, come on. No, come on. How do I imagine I have multi-fast from morning. I want to break at 6. I send you rice. I open it. White rice without stew. Look at that disappointment. No, that's the level of disappointment you are giving us. Miss me with that thing of people are different. You have the right to wear anything you want to wear to anywhere. Oh, yes. But the moment there's a
there's always a memo.
Right.
And it is not compulsory you attend. If you feel you're not in the right headspace, you don't have the right garment to wear, you're not prepared, sit at home.
Yeah, just sit at home. And not having the right garment or not being prepared does not necessarily make you less of those on the carpet.
Thank you very much.
So really, there's really no stress. Now, another look that I absolutely loved, this look is just, I don't even know this young man, but I just saw his photo and I'm like, damn. When you choose a style, follow the style through from the beginning to the end. It's Tosin's best friend. He knows him. They went to the same school.
Yes.
Now you see, hold on. Look to my left. That's it. Now this look, what I love most about this look is going to be the fact that the shoes saved the look. This is a look you probably just be wondering, what's going on here? What's going on here? And then get to the end. Maybe now go and wear this type of Tosin's well, you know that I even want, if I need to call Brother Pablo, because one sense with that Balenciaga sneaker, so they go Nigeria. Brother Pablo is stop. However, imagine if you had thrown sneakers, or you had thrown Brooks, or you had thrown loafers under that, it would have looked, when you are the group, but where they make you usher. That's what could have happened with this look. But from head to toe, I loved it. And I think that the 2 chains also killed it. What do you think?
This is my style.
I actually know. It looks like something you can do.
This is what I would absolutely, I absolutely love it. As much as I really don't know who the designer is, I can tell it's in between a Yohji Yamamoto or Comme des Garçons. I'm not so sure.
So you said Yohji Yamamoto.
Yohji Yamamoto.
Comme des Garçons.
I love everything. He followed through down to the shoes. Right. And those boots. No, they house rent. Boots. So
oh, so, where do you live? You live in Banana?
I live in Magodo.
because that the way I'm looking at that shoe, it even looks like the ancient lace up. Nothing. It was
when you think,
it felt like this guy is coming from Game of Thrones and he came to Grammys. Basically.
To be honest with you, gray is not so much of a fascinating.
No, it's not.
On the red carpet. So if you had paired it with the wrong shoes, I'd be like, actually, but you see those boots just literally laced the entire look together, and he killed it.
I will not be, you will not kill anybody in Jesus' name.
Like Barolong.
You murdered the look.
Murdered the look, according to Kiekie.
Now another great look we had on the carpet is going to be with John Legend. I love the fact that alternative is finding its way gradually to Redcarpet, like I said before. Now, John Legend does not necessarily strike me as someone that I want to. I think why I love the look is because it doesn't strike me as someone that would, you know, go outside of the box. It looks like that because all of me, you know, wants to keep things easy. So, but then I'm not really sure about the shoes, but I love that I see that it coat has a tail, but it's not at the back, it's at the side. What do you think?
John Legend wore Alexander McQueen by Sarah Botten, and like you said, for me, I like it when you take risk, but if taking risk is not you, I don't think you should do it. One, gray is a very hard, it's a very hard color to pull off. Yeah, but I love, it had that iridescent shine, which is what made it stand out. Right. Then the extra detailing on the suits, elevating it from the regular suit you see around. Right. It was quite risque, but like I said, it's not John.
It's like taking, guy.
Imagine you take an Obama and you put him in that type of suit. Okay,
so you're just literally saying that. Imagine you're going, you're at maybe somewhere like Moe now, and you're going to a Ekpe and want to use bike. That is exactly that will catch you. That's what you're trying to say. You're trying to say that it's not safe. I get what you mean 100%.
But I like you said, alternative is back. I love the fact that he broke away from his comfort zone. Right. And I kind of like, you know, I like unusual things. I kind of like the shoes.
Wow.
Yeah, I kind of like the shoes. Okay. I think the shoes were really...
Okay, since Tosin likes them shoes, I think it's right time we talk about Stephanie Grant. And then at this time, I want to say that for me, this is the exact way I expect you to do mini lengths on the red carpet. I always say going on the carpet with mini lengths is extremely dicey because you might look underdressed.
Mini length in white.
In white, yes. Ah. You might look underdressed, but you see that knee-high boot. It was too necessary. Then the fact that you also need to see this particular look in the video. The fact that the dress itself was a shaped ball. Whatever angle you're looking at that dress from, you are certain that you have a shaped ball. So there was structure in place. You cannot just walk into the governor's office. No, you gotta book appointments. You gotta sit down. You gotta wait. So now that's the kind of outfit that draws your attention to so many things you almost forget it is short. And then the details on the dress itself, then the way she styled her hair, not coming in contact with the dress, I think is brilliant. Some stylists are thinking, they are thinking. And the way you just, I'm not me, Brian, or Tinker Island. I mean that they are forward thinkers. This look for me on the carpet, I'll probably say 10.5 over 10.
She kills it.
Simple is the most difficult thing to do.
Where do I start?
That's it. Right.
Dolce & Gabbana.
Right.
And then the 50s silhouettes.
Right.
And then the manipulation of that texture on the dress.
Right.
That literally took it away from being just a typical white dress to something that had like couture elements inside of it. How she kept her hair really clean, well swept, and to envelope everything, the thigh-high boots or the knee-high boots.
That's just to tell you that
just elevate, like it elevated that look from simplicity to whatever it is.
You look at it and you say, no, this thing is simple now. But when you look into the details, then you realize that there's nothing simple about the look, because it's just, you see, I felt like this look was literally on a mood board. Okay, put these shoes. No, put these shoes.
Thank you very much. Because you could easily have just said, you know what, let me just put some pumps, just some simple pumps on it, and I'm off.
You would have been so regular.
She literally, you know, when you meet someone and you know what, and they know what you want.
And then you also know that when you're doing like a knee-high boot and then a short dress, the length of the dress to the point where the boot stops, it must sink. You can't. It shouldn't be too far or too close.
Kiekie.
Oh, guys, there's a lot of attention being paid.
Attention, and the good thing about watching the award season generally is even we as stylists would have to tell ourselves, if someone doesn't give me at the max 3-4 weeks or a month
to think about this,
to plan properly with them,
no, it's not gonna work.
Because you see the attention they pay, like you said, it looked like there was a board and they kept trying different shoes till they reached an agreed conclusion that no, this is high boots. And if you looked at that, the dress sat exactly where it was supposed to.
Like, it was just at the right place. That, in fact, I think in fashion,
I agree with you. 10.5 over 10.
I call this look the right place at the right time, because length of the dress, the right place, length of the shoes, the right place, our hair, the right. And then did you see what happened with the accessorizing? You know, sometimes accessorizing can be basic in such a way that is almost not seen.
Yes.
So now accessorizing was done in such a way that I can see it, and I'm not disturbed or Eliu.
Gwen.
Eliu, mommy, you're angry. You need to learn to slow down. Now, because we are now saying that length is important, you need to pay attention appropriate. Brad. No, look back, no. Let me see you. Brad. No, now because we do said Redcarpet is a place for you to bring train. We are not talking about training coaches, so only one coach is enough. I'm sure the fact that you're trying to bring your drag back, a show in your Cisco. But however, please, I do not see a place for this on the red carpet. Well, Tosin is an international stylist. He's worked on a lot of platforms. Did I mention? Oh my God, he has a lot of international collaborations. So he's going to explain to us what that drag, why he do drag on the floor. Over to you, sir. Don't scratch your head.
I'm sorry, but I absolutely love this look, and I'll tell you why I love this look. The jacket I'm wearing right now is an Atafu, and if I bring down the sleeves, it's oversized. If you looked at the jacket, I think it was when the Rick Owen. Right. If you looked at the jacket, it's oversized. Okay. He literally brought the 90s back. Okay. But with a twist.
Now let me tell you something. 90s back go as far as 1991.
Yes.
Do you know how much of a age a person of 1991 is right now? That's 29. Hold on, please. No, patience for me, please. Now you think that a person of 1991 is not old enough to bring themselves. They need him to bring them back. You say, this suit I wear. Hello, sir. I'm doing this thing for you. Anything Lagos Fashion Week will come now. They say, oh, Style Influencers said that we are bringing it. No, if you bring you back, I will send you back. Yes, but I didn't really shock you. I'll send you back. Why you I'm sorry. I love everything that he's wearing. I think it's good. Also not appropriate for the Grammys. Maybe for another event. I would say great.
I disagree.
We are going to fight at this point. Disagree. Do not disagree. What I'm saying is,
he literally brought me a core music element. And then he added an editorial spin to it with the train, so he's memorable. Imagine if
memorable is great.
Imagine if you just had a normal durag.
Right. I'm not saying have a normal durag. Probably have a floor length, like an ankle length or feet length durag. I think it's beautiful. But what I do not relate with right now is I don't see how that particular style is functional. Style is functional.
Not all styles are functional.
Really, not all styles are functional, but in the real essence of it, the creation of every single fashion item is functional. And I think a level of expertise comes into it when you are able to relate this function into the usage.
Okay, so you know how sometimes when when Fashion Week is going on, and you see some unusual pieces.
Now let me stop you right there. If this guy were to be at some fashion event, I think this is cool.
The red carpet accepts fashion. Red carpet.
I mean, that is what red carpet is about, isn't it? Fashion.
Kiekie and I will disagree on this one. Guys, I absolutely love this look.
Guys, you know what we're going to do?
These are my reasons for loving this look.
In the comment section, just say for Kiekie or say for Tosin. If we know that you are, call for Tosin, no, I'll block you. I will block you. No, I'm just kidding. For Tosin, say for Tosin. For the Styling Fitness Studio. For Kiekie, say for Kiekie. We'll meet you there. A very great invention we had at the 2020 Grammys is going to be of Billy Potter's. I love the hat. The first thing I saw was the video where it had, like, you know, when you want to enter the bank and then the door would do like this and to come back like this. I think that was great. I'm for technology. I mean, my wedding dress had lights in it. I'm for technology and style. I want something that would, you know, that wow factor always works for me. I really love it. But I'm not really sure about the color of his jumpsuit. I feel like turquoise blue is not. That color was not fashion conscious. It makes me feel like maybe that was what was available at the time. So I would have, before someone like Billy Potter that I know, you know, spends a lot of time and process on what to wear and how to bring the look together, I expected something more. I am also not really certain about, you know, the levels.
Okay, the layering of the fringe.
Of the fringe. That looks like, you know, when you want to climb down, it's tape, and then there was no element of surprise to that. It was already out there. I didn't really like it.
So Billie, I mean, I won't even deny it, I love Billie Porter. I love the fact that he takes fashion to a new level of cool. And upon seeing this garment the first time, I think I had my reservations. I was like, but I'm always about the thought process that goes into every look. Yeah. Now, if you look at the fringe details, reminds you of the 20s, Gatsby 20s, the flapper feel, which is music. Right. Grammys is a music event. Right. Then he took on that iridescent disco shine, which is also music. Right. And then he brought that down. Obviously, I love the heart, fashion and age of tech. Technology has really taken over, and I like it when people go the extra mile by marrying all of these elements together. I'm not particularly sure of the color. I'm not sure of the color, but Pantone tells us blue is the color for 2020. But I'm not, obviously not that shade of blue. But that's turquoise. Or blue. Maybe my only reservation with that look was the color. Yeah. But every other, the thought process. Yeah, you know, maybe from a tailor's angle as well. Okay. I would have preferred if the fringe was applied differently, using a different scale. I can literally see at what point it goes in. Oh, wow. So that's my problem. So, you know, it would have been, since you're doing a feather pushers, like that was a boot cut, it would have been nice if the fabric itself had the flaps in layers, which we would not have seen because it's the same fabric. Okay. Do you get? And then we have the fringe go under this flap. So there's going to be another element of surprise to what is holding the fringe. So I'm that kind of person that in style, I do not want to be able to say, oh, this was how they did the sleeve. I mean, this is what the wrong way is about. For you to ask, oh my God, that sleeve is so structured. How is it standing? What is holding that panel? Yeah, so that was, I said, the element of surprise was entirely gone. If that is the shade of, if blue is going to be inserted in 2020, and this is the shade of blue that they are pushing out, that's the bastard. That's the bastard of the family of blue. Bastard family on here. Because we have a lot of beautiful shades. We have imagine if you wanted to do blue, you know that sky blue is very elegant. Yeah. And proud. That would have been so beautiful. And if you wanted to go all out in our faces, electric blue. Yeah. These are shades that would literally electrify you. So if I can shut my eyes from the color and then shut my eyes from the you know, the old fringe thing on the pants, I think it was a beautiful look. I think amazing approach. I mean, imagine if you saw Billie Porter all dressed up in a normal suit. No way, no. That's not Billie. No, it wouldn't be on this segment on the show. Even as he's wearing suit with fine shoes, I would still put him in the shock shoe. Because you cannot you cannot already show us the way to light. Then you now off light in our eyes. No, I'm not gonna take that. That's not gonna happen. And so guys, the style review is not going to be complete if we do not talk about laser. White is such a risky color. When the video spoke about it, I did not hear it. Now I'm convinced. This is one color that if you're not sure about, if you have things to hide, you're having secrets, I don't think that white is the best color to do. That's number one. Number two, length in white also matters. I feel like she needed more length, maybe 10 inches more. She needed more length to add to the glam of the four on her wings. That would have just sealed the look. And then you see that bust. You know when they say, what she do carry up there is a blessing of God. Now the cup that you want to use to, you know, she'll get now. You didn't really have the, she'll also get now. So at the end of the day, could see balance. The children, they do it shake. But you understand what I'm saying? No, help me. I'm a huge fan of Lizzo. No, I think she's a talent to watch out for. Oh, she won a Grammy. No. You know, there's a way people win a Grammy. Like, oh no, she's good. But there's a way they will now win. There is more to Lizzo. No, you follow them on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. As you start sending DM, you are great. You start commenting on every single post. She is amazing. Amazing. And upon, like Kiekie said, white does not hide your sins. No. So it's very, very difficult to pull off because the lights will hit it. If there's a stain on it, we'll see it. Now, my issue with Lizzo's dress, I mean, she went for that. I think she was wearing Versace. She was also wearing Versace. She was wearing Versace, and I loved that Vegas showgirl that she had going on with the fall and the dress. My only concern, I mean, she pulled off the white really well. I loved how tousled her makeup and the hair looked. My only concern was that cup. Yeah. It looked last. I would never have thought Versace would allow that type of
cup to go out.
It looked like what an intern or a regular tailor on the streets would just do and just give to you.
The English is mush. What you do try to say it is that the cup look like the cup that they used to measure beans in markets. Simple.
I didn't say that. I just felt the cup could have been better.
Right, yeah,
let me put it that way. But Lizzo looked amazing, and I loved it.
She looked amazing.
That Vegas showgirl.
It's not easy to actually pull white off on the red carpet, and she did it without no sin. It was beautiful. Even if you see videos of this particular look, you will see that rich element in the look. It was very rich.
Yes.
When I see white on the red carpet, I'm always very scared because if you're not careful, you might look like a bride. And I love the fact that there was no iota of lace on that entire thing. Because sometimes when people just do white, I don't think maybe it's the bridal mindset. You just see loads of Swarovski and then you see lace. I'm like, this is already wedding gown now. There's nothing more, nothing less. So guys, I'm very certain that you had a blast on the show with myself and this style Infidel. Thank you so much, Tosin.
Thank you so much for having me. I had a soul time. Definitely I'm coming back. Even if you don't invite me, I'm coming back.
Guys, Tosin is gonna be back on the show. I don't roll with Star Infidelity Studio. No, check that. When Tosin drag laugh, that's a sign that how funny. Stop it. Alright guys, on that note, we close the show. And until the next time I catch you on another exciting episode of Star Review with Kiekie. We're communicating now, so we have to take care.